You are listening to Slash, a podcast where I dive into the brains of people with passions and interests outside of their full-time job. My name is Keith Ogden, and I'm not really known for anything, but I will be sitting down with those who serve as an inspiration to continue doing what truly makes them happy. You will hear how they got started, what keeps them going, and any lessons they've learned along the way. Welcome and enjoy.
Look, man, I'm just here.
We are here.
Can you hear me? Should I get closer to the mic?
We are here with Derrick Scott on Slash, the podcast. I'm glad he brought me in. As much as he didn't want to bring me in, I am here, sipping out of his Cowboys mug or cup.
It's just orange juice.
Orange juice. It's nothing.
It's just orange juice, literally. It's just orange juice.
But this is Derrick Scott, a.k.a. Derrick the Designer. And I think it would be interesting for people to find out exactly how you would categorize your slash or what you do. Because you do a lot of stuff. So how would you describe what your slash is?
First off, let's go back. The a.k.a. Derrick the Designer thing. I get that it's like the name that I put there, but I hate when people say that, like, as a whole. It's very fucking annoying. First off, can I cuss? Is that a thing? Okay. It's very fucking annoying when people say Derrick the Designer. My name's just Derrick Scott. So as far as my slash, I don't know. I would just say I'm a creative, but if you want like a technical answer, I screen print, I do graphic design, I illustrate, I do brands, I do a lot. I'm just a very fucking creative guy. I try to be, at least. I think I am.
And like you said, you do a lot. So and the time that I met you, it started off as something else. Do you want to tell?
It started off as a bunch of things. First off, King's going to knock this down. I have 2 dogs. This is not going to go well. King, move. They want to be known right away that they're here. King, it's fine. Move over. Get away. No. Come here. Over here. Go.
Completely authentic on this on Slash here. This is what we deal with.
So what was the question? How did it start? Okay. So, do you want the long answer? Do you want the short answer? We could be here for a while. So obviously not obviously because people don't know, but I went to college for graphic design in West Virginia Wesleyan College. In the middle of bumfuck West Virginia, in a town where there's nothing but this college. But I say that because it was probably a good thing that I ended up there. I wasn't supposed to end up there. I didn't even know where I was going to go after I graduated high school. I was about to go to community college, stay at home. Then one of my best friends was going to West Virginia for football and scholarship. He was like, yo, just apply here. You'll probably get in. So I did that. I got in last minute. My mom put together the money to get me in there, get me up there. I didn't even know what I was going to major in. I was looking at the little sheet and I saw graphic design. I was like, well, I guess I could do art. Like, I could draw. In high school, I took literally only 1 art class in high school, but I always could draw. I knew that I always can draw. So I was like, graphic design. All right, we'll see. Got up there, started doing it. And even then, like, it wasn't like I didn't really take it serious. Like, I would, do stuff last minute, do assignments last minute, but they would always turn out like good, so I could turn them in, and the teachers would always be like, oh, this is great, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, you don't know that I bullshitted this. So, but all right, cool. So, I didn't take it serious. And then, like, my senior year, we did, shout out to Phil McCullum, my graphic design teacher. My last 2 years, my junior and my senior year, this guy Phil came in. And Phil is the most just outgoing, just crazy. Just his mind is just crazy. Like Phil was my guy, and so I get him. My last 2 years, my junior and my senior year, he, teaches me a lot about like branding and graphic design and like how to like set up. Stop eating his food. No, this is yours, not that one. Stop. I have 2 dogs. Listen, and one eats the other one's food. This is crazy. But he like. So back up, hold on. First off, so while I'm up there, I got a job, a student, like, a student job, pay a month, a little bit of money to get in my pocket at the art gallery. We had an art gallery directly underneath my dorms. My senior year, I lived in McCuskey dorms. Everybody in West Virginia know what that is. McCuskey dorms. And underneath is the Sleeth Art Gallery. And I had a job there for I want to say my junior year. I think my junior year, and for sure my senior year. And I was like a gallery assistant. Like when artists came to put up, set up, we would help, set up the gallery, take the gallery down, and do all that stuff. So, I got a little experience about, doing like curating the gallery and stuff like that through there. But to go into what, with Phil, he taught me a lot about like how to be professional, like with my work, and like a lot about how to like, market and put myself out there, and like, and to do it like the right way. It might not be the right way, but like, I feel like his way of teaching us was like a good starting point. Mm-hmm. So we did like, classes where we public speaking, we had to get up in front of, a lot of people. And then like for our senior year, for our like whole senior project, we had to put together like our portfolio of stuff that we did, throughout the time. And, during doing that, I noticed that like through me bullshitting, yes, I had good work, but I didn't have a lot of work to put in there. Okay. So gotcha. I had to like make up from that point to get to, a good starting point. So like, even then, like, I still didn't really take it that serious. Like, I would put stuff together, and like he did, like I feel like he, tried to bring the best out of all of us in the class, which he did. But like, I didn't take it serious until like after I finished, and then I realized like, now this makes sense as to what he was teaching us. Yeah. So he taught us a lot about, like branding, and it helps me now, like still to the stuff that he taught us. Like I have a meeting after this to go meet with somebody about a brand, and the stuff that he taught us is what I'm going in there with to show them, like, this is what I did. This is a good way to go about it, because I feel like it's an effective way that he taught us to work. So from there, I took a printmaking class the second semester of my senior year with a lady named Tanya Torgerson. She's like, I probably fucked up her last name, but I'm pretty sure it's Torgerson. But her first name is Tanya for sure. And, her class, we taught like different printmakings, screen printing, woodblock printing, lithographs, lithography, I think is the right words. Sorry.
And that's the first time that you
ever did any printmaking. And I literally didn't even need this class to go. It was just like, you can either, have a free period, or if you want to take this elective, screen printing, printmaking. All right, cool. Why not? I'll go for it. So took that class, and, we learned the different ones. And then when we got to screen printing, that's when it really that's the one that really interested me the most, because it was just like, you can get so much color and so much like depth onto like this paper, and it's just easy to use, just like the screen or whatever. It's not easy, but if you get it right, like it's going to be, dope. Not to say none of them, like the rest of them weren't going to be dope. Like I tried to do woodblock printing. I'm not good with.
That's hard.
Yeah, I'm not good with carving. I try to do it to be artsy, like, give it I'm not good with it. Like, I'm just not good with it. So screen print and then I could take like my digital work and put it on the screen and it comes out exactly how I want it to look.
Yeah. Like
on a digital paper. Like, I think that's why I like that the most, because it's the most like exact to print method, but where was I at? Oh, how did I get into it? So from there, to go back to actually take it back to graphic design, my portfolio class, we had to, come back. Our final thing was to present, our whole portfolio and to have like I guess I don't really know how to explain it. It was like to present your portfolio, but the final project was to, I guess, like have to create something, to finish with something that you created.
Okay, we had something like that.
So mine's was like a clothing company. That's how this all started with the screen print too, because it was like, oh, I can print clothes with this screen as well as, do other things instead of just paper. So the clothing company was, which, I tried to keep it going. It was called Self-Proclaimed Genius because
good.
That's kind of how, I feel like I'm a genius,
okay.
Why wouldn't I be? So that started Self-Proclaimed Genius. Came up with a few designs, and put that all in my portfolio. So then once I graduated, I still didn't have like my diploma because I had to finish I had to do an internship in order to get my diploma. So I grew up in Philadelphia, but when I was probably about 12, my mother moved to Virginia, so I moved with my mom to Virginia. Newport News, 757, shout out. Big ups, 757. Newport News, Virginia, right? So, Michael Vick, Allen Iverson, he's from Hampton, but, 757 still. So we moved there. But I grew up, my youth years in Philadelphia, and all my family still lived in Philly. So from the printmaking class, I wanted to learn more about screen print because I already knew, graphic design. So I wanted to get into screen print. So for my internship, instead of doing it in like a graphic design agency, I went to a screen printing company. Awesome Dude Screen Printing in South Philly. I think it's on 6th and Reed. That's where I did my my internship with Lee's not there no more, but it's Ralph and Shaky. I think they're the two guys that own it. That's why I did my internship. So it was good for me because I moved back here because all my family still live here. So I just, moved in with my aunt for a while I was doing my internship. So that worked out perfectly because for the 3 months that I had to do the internship, I was just, able to still work. I worked at Lowe's when I was in West Virginia, so I transferred over to the Lowe's in Philadelphia when I moved here. So I still had like a job, and I just did my internship, finished that up throughout the summer. And once that finished, I applied to Rush Order Tees where we work. That was almost 5 years ago. And because the dude, Ralph, that I work with, that I interned with at Awesome Dudes, he knew the dude, Matt Price, that used to work at Rush Orders. So, he put in a good word for me with Matt, and, Matt brought me in for the interview, and I started working at Rush Orders, and that's what I still do now, work at Rush Order Tees. We're coming a long way. Mm-hmm. But working at Rush Orders has, like, made me, just so much, just elevated, I feel like, my creativity, because I see so much coming through there, like every day, that it's just like, oh, I could do this and then change this into that, and then I can make this. Then it's just working there has my mind going like 24/7, which is a good thing. But I feel like I missed something in there though. To go back, yeah, because this isn't about Rush Order Tees. To go back, this is about me.
There you go.
But so how did okay, so it started with Self-Proclaimed Genius. Well, actually, no. First it was we had a website for our senior, like we had, that's another thing we had to do for the graphic. I'm remembering now. That's another thing we had to do for our portfolio class is we had to do, create a website and actually have the website live. Okay. So my first website was DerrickScottDesigns.com. And that joint was, it was just a portfolio website, but that logo was just like, it was just a DS. Like, there was a DS Designs.
The normal stuff. Everyone did a logo like that in college. Everyone.
It was just the DS Designs or whatever, and some like script font or whatever, like some bullshit, like DS. That shit was weak, straight up weak. Red and black. I remember it was red and black because that was my favorite. Red, black, and white is like my favorite combination. I don't know, it just looks clean. But it was, the D was red, the D was black, the S was red, and then the designs was black or whatever, and some script font. That shit was bullshit. But it was Derrick Scott Designs. I remember it. So I had that website up. But in college, I had a little money, but like once I graduated, like I didn't really keep up with it. So like eventually it got removed. I just stopped paying for it or whatever. So that was down. So I guess the domain the name was still, I don't even know actually. It might be free now. I might need to check that. But the Derrick Scott Designs, once that like got removed or whatever, this isn't about that either. I don't even know why I got into that situation. But yeah, the Derrick Scott Designs. Okay, the web. Just keep that there. Just keep that there. So okay, that was removed. But this, I'm still in the summer at my aunt's crib. Internship at Awesome Dudes. This is actually before I got a job at Rush Order.
So this is. Are you still in school at this point?
I'm not in school. I'm internshipping. I'm in Philadelphia.
Got it.
Philadelphia, living at my aunt's crib. But during this time, like the Derrick Scott Designs, the website, I say that to say because the website, it was there, but like, after the year or whatever, like I didn't pay for it, so it wasn't there no more. So during this time, I'm internship and just learning about screen printing, and I'm not really doing much about designs. But while I'm still like screen printing, I do still have this self-proclaimed genius, like, clothing company that I was still working on. So I was still trying to learn how to print those shirts while I'm at the internship. That was my main focus at the internship, was like learning how to get my self-proclaimed genius stuff on screens to print it there, which Ralph, at times he let me, he taught me a lot, how to do stuff like that. So that's how I learned, and I was doing like little dumb designs for that or whatever. It was bullshit too, but like, I thought it was cool, so I was trying to do that. But then once I started working at Rush Order, a day-to-day basis there, like and at that time we was even like smaller and compact, so it was even longer days. So I started working there full-time, and I stopped designing as much and doing stuff like that as much because I was focused on working and doing that shit full time. And once I got out of there, I don't want to do nothing at the end of the day. Yeah. Like chilling. Like I ain't. What you mean a computer? No, I'm good. I'm about to sit on the couch and watching TV or something, play some video game. So like and then I was still living at my aunt's crib or whatever, but I was only doing that because I was waiting for my girlfriend to move here. Then once she moved here, we moved out. We got our own place or whatever, and I was focused on working, trying to pay bills, and focused. Like that was the first time aside from college, me actually being here on my own. Like I won't at my mom's crib, I won't at my aunt's crib. Like I was out here on my own. So while still trying to work, like I'm not really doing no designs, no nothing like that. Like I was still trying to screen print, but like working at Rush Order at that time and trying to do that on the side, it was like you can't do both really because it's not enough time in the day. So like you had to so I focused more on Rush Order, try to get more money. You need money obviously to live, so I was trying to focus on more money. Like I was still doing little designs, but it wasn't nothing like major. And then I would say probably about like maybe a year and a half into working at Rush Order. That's when I really like it started kind of to click. Like, is this really, you know, do I just want to continue to work here and continue, you know, my life to go like this? Like, I have like a fucking degree. I'm not really doing nothing with a degree. Like, I was doing little side jobs, like, because I had like a press. I had a press, a little setup. So like, I was set up in like in a summer camp or whatever through my my little cousin Tori, because she went to the summer camp. So like the camp counselor, you know, knew that I printed shirts. So like every summer I would get like, you know, a little $600 from them to print their shirts or whatever. But it wasn't nothing like major. Then that's when it clicked. Like, I could be doing this shit more. Like, I work at a fucking screen print company. I know how to screen print. I already know how to burn screens. You know, I know how to do all this shit. So why am I not using what I know to fucking make more money, or, you know, make more income or whatever, to provide a fucking service that people need, you know? So, and that's why I shouted out Rush Order, because like working there, it had like, again, it teaches me so much about the process that I can use outside of my like working there, that like it helps me, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I see like, oh, I messed this up at work, so now I know not to mess this up. Like, if I do this, you know, on the side, you know. So, not to say, you know, mess ups are good. Rush Order T, shout out. I don't want to mess up nothing. Disclaimer, I don't want to mess up anything. I'm perfect, Rush Order. It's like, no, you know I'm not perfect. But, like, it's just, you know, like, it's just like I said, I wasn't taking it serious. And then it clicked, like, yo, it's going to keep going like this if you don't change something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you work, but like, that's not an excuse. Other people work, other people get shit done. Like, and then you see, like, I'm one of the, like, I'm not even going down people, but then you see, like, you get sucked into the Instagram, like, oh, you only doing it for likes, and because you see other people getting likes, and then you be like, that shit corny. Like, I can, like, why am I not getting no likes? And you get sucked into it. Then you just be like, damn. Then I'm doing like the clothing company. My clothing company ain't getting no buzz. Like, I'm over here like, damn, man, I'm fucked up right now. Like,
struggle.
Yeah, like, jeez, what's going on? Like, I ain't being taken serious. And so then, like, that's when it clicked. Like, yo, I need to get back. I need to get my shit together, like, ASAP. So that's when I looked into, like, you know, just rebranding myself. And that's where, like, the shit that Phil taught me came into play, and that, because like I rebranded my whole self, and it didn't, like, at first, you know, it started with, I don't want to say stuff on the mic because stuff is still in the process, okay. But it started with something you'll see in the future. And then I did that the wrong way. But then I realized that I can't start a company if I don't have, like, if people don't even know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? So, starting a company, I just rebranded myself. I created a brand for who I am. And that's like where the persona of the cartoon character, my cartoon character logo came from, because I completely took my face out of it. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted that to be what it is. Like, that, when you see my logo, you know that that's me. Like, if that makes sense. Like, you getting that's me. That is Derrick the designer. Like, why would I make, you know, words or anything like that? That cartoon logo, that's me. That's you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's a person. I can't make it any more, like, clear. It's a fucking person. Like, it's Derrick the designer. That's who it is. Like, so with the logo, obviously, it's like, not obviously again, because you guys don't know me, but the logo, my logo is the cartoon version of me. And why is it a cartoon version of me? It's a cliche. Like, obviously, I grew up loving cartoons, and it's simple to me. Like, why? It just seems obvious. Like, I want myself to be a cartoon mm-hmm. person. So that's what it is. So I made that my brand. So I tried to get, and when I went back to it, So this is why I say this Derrick Scott Designs thing. So I tried to get Derrick Scott Designs back, the name. But when I tried to, I guess I shouldn't have let it cancel. I guess I should have still paid for the name, like the what is it called? Not the domain name. The domain. Yeah, I guess I still.
It works like that.
I guess I don't know. I should have still continued to pay for it, but I didn't. So like when I tried to go get Derrick Scott Designer back, it wouldn't come up. Like I couldn't.
So essentially now we're saying someone has that.
Probably now. Or it's just like a dummy account, like that can't nobody. Is just
you never looked it up and just said.
No, that's why I said I probably should look, go back and look at it, but it don't matter now because I can't. What does it matter now? But just for just to know. But so I tried to get that back and I couldn't get the name back. So Derrick the Designer, I mean, literally it was just like. All right, I mean, I'm a designer.
That's where it was born.
Yeah, why not? Like Derrick the Designer, okay. It goes. It's easy. Derrick, DTD, Derrick the Designer. I mean, I hate when people call me it, but I mean, it's catchy, I guess.
So why do you hate that people call you that? Because that's something I never even knew.
Because it's not my name. Derrick, that's not. I think it sounds stupid coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's mouth. So
it doesn't though.
That's what people. I don't know. I'm harder on myself than other people are, but like I feel like it just sounds stupid coming out there.
But you can see where the branding and all this stuff you put in is working. If people are calling you that, then obviously there's something going on where it's actually working. But is people really calling me that? To be like, oh, Derrick the Designer, or is it like a joke? Like, well, I'm sure at work it's not.
At work it's fucking annoying. Like, Derrick, okay, first off, don't do it at work, because then Mike does it, like Derrick the Designer. Like, come on, Mike, like you're the CEO, man. Come on, man. Joe does it, like literally everybody does it. It's kind of annoying.
That's how they know. That's how they know you now, though.
Yeah, it's like I say that not to be like like I'm grateful for it, but like. I don't know. I'm kind of weird about it. It's just kind of annoying to me, but it's cool, I guess. It's cool for people, shout out Derrick. And I guess through that, I learned to also like, so now I put that on everything. Like anything that comes out from me, I created like, the word Derrick the Designer. It goes on everything. Like I have a stamp now, just puts it out. Derrick the Designer. Like anything that comes from me, that's where. So people also can pick up on that too. Like if you don't see the little guy, you see my name, Derrick the Designer, on any design that goes out from me.
And that's what I was going to ask, because it doesn't like you ever it doesn't seem like they both go hand in hand, but they do.
No. So with that, so the cartoon logo is more of just like the face of. Cause like you can't put the cartoon dude on like designs and all that. Like you wouldn't want to see that little guy in the corner or something. Like people like, what the fuck is that dude? Like I could do it without him. So that's just more of like the face of me. Damn, that's so bad. I just burped on the mic. That is terrible etiquette. But the cartoon dude is like more of just the face of like. I guess you can call me a business. I'm trying to be myself. I am branding myself as a business. So I guess you can call that the face of my business. So he's on like, my business cards. Okay. That's like my social media picture. If I send out an invoice, he's on like my what you call that? My business system, like all that stuff. And he's more of just like, I guess we could say the corporate face, if you want to say like the corporate face of my business. But like the Derrick the Designer, I feel like that's more of like, it's literally just Derrick the Designer written out in kind of like a handwritten font. And I feel like that can go more on everything that I do, because I can put it in little places where you might not see it, where people might like think I can shrink it down, put it in the side. But I would know it's there, even though people might not see it at first. Like I know it's there, so I know that came from me. So you can't really like duplicate or anything like that. But and also it's not just that. I just just felt like I needed something another form of identification other than just the little guy, But so where does that go now? So back to, I guess, where I was at. I just can't say that on the mic.
Why not?
Because I don't want, because it's still in the process.
And I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah. And that's going to be, I want to talk about it, but like I don't.
Not even a hint? You don't want anybody taking your idea.
It's basically like, it's not even an idea because it's what everybody's doing. I just don't want nobody to get the name because I personally think the name is clever, and I don't know why, nobody has, used it yet, because it just makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. But, I just don't want to put that out there because I'm still in the works of it. But the overlying thing is basically it's just going to be the overlying studio of, everything that I do. I want to have in-house, basically a basic in-house print studio where it's just screen printing, graphic design. I want to, be able to do workshops, and I don't want it to be like anything too big, like a big corporate company or anything like that. But I just want it to be somewhere where I can create and other people can come in and also, create if they need a space to create, they want to come in and learn basically, about, screen printing or design. People, just don't know a place to come hang out, just a cool, art place. That's ultimately what I want, is just people just to come and create art, music, just to be creative. Yeah. Like, that's just literally all that I want. And also, obviously, like, if people, want me to print jobs for them, I'm not going to turn them down because I have my own studio, but like, that's not what I want for. I don't want to be a robot to just create other people's art. Like, I am an artist myself, so I want to also have a space. Like, I want this to be like a space where people could come, but I want it to be like, yes, it was created by Derrick the designer. Mm-hmm. So they're coming because of the name, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, so that's kind of like what I want, to ultimately accomplish. I think I'm, getting there as far as just getting my name out there first. Even though it's not even like, I make it sound like, you know what I'm saying, it's fucking popping out there, but like, trust me, it's not at all. And it don't bother me though, because like, I know eventually, like, all you need is one. And I'm going to keep creating until I get one. Mm-hmm. All you need is one. Like, literally, all you need is one. Then once that one goes, everybody else start biting it because that's what people do. So all you need is one fucking dude to bite. And then everybody else going to start biting. So I'm just going to keep creating. 12 people like it. Cool. Them 12 people like it. 2 people like it. Shit, at least 2 people like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've come to realize, like, through this, like, I feel like I missed so much too, but maybe we can go.
We'll go.
I've come to realize that, like, my mind, as you can see, like, yo, I'm all over the place. Son, like, all over the place. But I think that's good because it keeps me creative. That's why I say I'm creative. Like, because I literally just don't think about one thing. I fucking created dog treats. Do y'all not understand that? Like, I created and branded my own fucking dog treats because I have 2 dogs. And I don't like feeding them shitty ass treats. Well, so I made all natural treats. And that, why? I don't fucking know. I mean, my dogs like them. I mean, that's all that matters to me. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll touch on that then.
Hold on.
So we're not going to go there?
We're going to go there. Hold on.
I have plenty of questions for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I asked what you want, the short, the long. We can go for hours.
All right, go ahead.
So... All right, so what is Derrick the designer today? So I say, like back to the thing. Like, I'm not popping by any means necessary. Like, none. I'm not even gonna sell myself short now. Like, where I've come from, I say in the past year and a half, it has like, and I've seen. That's why I'm saying the growth eventually it will get there because like in the past year and a half, I have come, I feel like so far, not even like financially, just knowledge and ambition wise, like I've come so far to like be like, if I get an idea, I'm on that idea quick. Like I'm doing it right then and there. I don't give a fuck if I'm tired. I don't give a fuck if I'm, I don't care what I'm doing. Like, yo, I'm on there right there. And if I can't do it, I'm writing it down so I can do it later because it needs to be done before I forget about it. Like, because any idea I have now is going in my iPad. And I think that's where it came from. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, my iPad. Once I got my iPad, shout out to Apple, iPad Pro, Apple Pencil.
Throwing plugs in.
Trying to get y'all a new one, but y'all got, if y'all can hook me up, Derrick the designer, y'all, Apple is the greatest, son. But once I got my iPad.
You're not sponsored by Apple, by the way.
I don't give a fuck. He's not saying it. He's the host. I'm the guest. I fuck with Apple. But once I got my iPad, it was like, because before I had like, I didn't have like a Mac. I had like a shitty, PC. Yeah, we can shit on PC. So I had a shitty PC. And with Adobe products, they work best on Apple products. So I had a PC, and then I got like a MacBook. I mean, like not a MacBook. I got an iMac, and that helped, as far as growth of design too. But like I couldn't take it on the go. So like once I got my iPad, it was like instant. I can design wherever I want, anywhere I want, and I can create whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. And then I can like send it from my iPad to my computer to go home to keep doing this. So like if I had an idea, like when I got my iPad, it was like, oh, I can put it down right now and see how it looks. You know what I'm saying? So like literally once I got my iPad, that's like when my creativity just started like just going, I feel like. And, it started out with like little cool designs, all that. And then I started creating like my own character creations. Then like as it goes, you start to learn stuff like, oh, how can I, incorporate my characters into, I can put my character on this shirt now. Oh, damn. Now I can sell my shirt, with my character on it with my artwork. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, all right. And then, you get a little few sales and, then you do stuff like that. And then after, after that year and a half, I started, doing art shows. Then that's when I seen like, once I started doing art shows, the first art show I did, I think was like Pancakes and Booze. I put some artwork up there, and I actually did it with a girl that we work with, Mara. She just happened to like, be there too. And it was like, oh, we can share a wall. And we shared the wall. And then, you just from there, you start to build connections. You start to see like, oh, this people, take this, kind of serious. Like if it's, done right or whatever. So, I started building connections and, I get a little sales here and there. Then you start, branching out, starting to do other stuff. And then that's when I started getting contacted by like, people like, oh, we saw you on Instagram, get emails like, oh, we want to, would you be interested in doing our art show? And then that's when I was like, people are contacting me. I don't even have to like, go out and like talk to people or anything like that. These like, certain people are starting to see, what I'm doing. So continue to keep doing it or whatever. And that, again, I make it sound like I'm fucking popping, but like, yo, to me, if two people reach out and say like, yo, I seen you on Instagram, bro, I got 700 followers. You seen my Instagram? To me, that shit is popping, dog. Like, you're not going to tell me shit. Like, yo, I got 700 followers and you think two people emailing me? Like, all right. I mean, think if I had 2,000 followers, I might get 5 people to email me. That's what I'm like, Not to say like I don't want to get, sucked into the Instagram world, but if you want to be in this day and age, if you want to be somewhere, you need to have a social media.
Yeah, I think that's the platform for it now. Like everyone uses Instagram for their business to pop off.
So that's just how it is. Like I know how people like shit on Instagram, and I'm not gonna be one of them people because I understand it. Like I don't have a bunch of money. I don't have a bunch of shit going on. So like this social media platform is what I have.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use it to my best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I only got 700 followers. So if 2 people email me, that shit is huge for me.
And do you think most of that business come from the art shows, or like how much? I guess what is the percentage of the new business? Is it people that already kind of knew you were doing this, or how much more are you getting from new people now that you're putting yourself out there more?
Okay, so to go back, so like I said, I started doing, and I print outside of work. So I started doing, like with the summer camp, and then my girlfriend, she used to work at this restaurant called Enriva. Shout out to Enriva. Great pizza, great food. I'm plugging everybody.
You were plugging everybody.
I'm plugging everybody because, y'all did good business for me. So shout out to Enriva. East Falls, Philadelphia. If y'all ever go there, great food.
We're clearly going to have to put the links up to everything.
Oh, do you have to?
I don't have to. I can. Shout them out. You shouting them out. Might as well.
So Enriva, the ladies, the lady Dawn and Artie, the good people, they contacted me because my girlfriend, she mentioned, I do shirts or whatever. So they contacted me, and for a while I did business with them. Like I was, their uniform supplier. Like I printed, hundreds of shirts, and stuff for them. And then, I did shirts for Fallcorn, which is his other business. So I did that stuff for a while too. Then from there, I got friends. I got a friend named Mike Russell who would, plug me into people, that he knows through just like, band shirts and stuff like that. So, I am, getting my name out there through people just, by printing and doing designs and stuff like that. But like, I don't even know where I'm going with this though, but what this even matters. But I don't even know what the question was that was asked, to be honest with you, where this was going. But
I was saying how much of it is new business. Like, do you think most of it is coming from Instagram now?
Now, yes.
Okay.
Now, 100% yes. Because, again, 5 years ago, and I understand 5 years ago, they weren't in this position to do this. So like 5 years ago, we were just, working. But like shout out to, again, Rush Order now, because now they are like putting a lot into their employees and like their ambitions. So they have also helped me, get my art out there too, just by, letting me, print, some of the higher orders and, just by, doing, promotional videos and, helping me get my name out there. And that's like, I feel like that's now where a lot of my, plugs have now came from.
Good.
And then, just from there, just from people seeing that, then I'm now also, reaching out to more people. I'm sending DMs to everybody. Like literally, if you check my DM list, I'm sending DMs. I sent a DM to Killer Mike. Killer Mike, if you see this, please check your DM, son. Sent a DM to Killer Mike. Gary Owen. Just everybody. Just like, because I provide a service.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not even looking for nothing. Like, I'm out here. If y'all need me, like, whatever you need, I don't need like, and I don't get to like, and that goes back to just me being like a creative, like, because I don't put myself in a box. Like, if my friends, getting married or anything like that, they need me to do wedding invitations. I got you. Like, I'm going to hook these shits up for you, bro. Like, I'm trying to make these the most creative wedding invitations possible. Like, what we going to do? I'm thinking outside the box, I just don't want to be confined to doing one thing. That's why I say I'm going to figure out how to get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people contacted me about packaging design because they seen like I did like my own boxes to sell my shirts in and stuff like that. Like, if my thinking is I went to school to learn this trade, so why am I going to pay somebody else to do it if I can figure out a way to get it done myself?
Exactly.
However much that, like, I'm going to figure out, like, if it goes trial and error, I don't care how long it takes. Like, I've been trying to get my own fucking die cut stickers for months now, and I finally got it to the point where it's almost perfect. And once it get perfect though, hit me up. I got you on your die cut stickers, bro. Like, I'm trying to learn these things. So like, if people need something, they can come to me and not have to deal with like the hassle of like a big corporate company that's like going, put you through to the other guy and then put you through to the other guy. Like, I'm a very creative person and I'm very open to working with whoever. Like, if you need something creative done, like, come to me. We can figure it out. If I don't know, I know a bunch of creative people and I know somebody that I know will have an answer to help you get to where you need to go. And I like, that's my whole goal in all this. Like, I don't like, the money is cool. Like, but the money don't really, like, obviously everybody want to be rich. Obviously money makes life, people say it don't, but obviously having money makes things easier. Like, if you have money, you don't have to worry about a lot of things. But like, that's not my end goal. Like, my end goal is just to be known as just like a very fucking creative dude who just wanted to create. That's all I want to do is just create. If I get money, I'm not gonna turn it down. Hell no, I'm not gonna turn it down. Money makes shit much easier. But like, that's not what I'm doing it for. Like, I'm doing it because I think it's cool. So, I mean, if you think it's cool, I mean, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it done. So what do you want to talk about next?
I have so much to even touch on. Are we good? Are you good?
Yeah,
you good? Yeah. I don't know.
I gotta go. 20 minutes. Okay. We got about 20 good, a solid 20 minutes. We got a good solid 20 minutes.
All right. So in everything that you said, I think I want to point out, maybe point out a couple of things in what you said, and we'll start from the beginning and then work our way closer to now. So when you back to school and when you were applying for college or whatever, how that may be, did you know anything about graphic design, or did you just see design and was like, oh, I know how to draw. This says design. Bro, I'm going to do it.
I'm trying to tell you, I literally knew nothing about graphic design.
Did you do any research when you did it?
None. Yo, one thing about me, son, like, I'm not like the type of person that's going to sit there and worry about it and do all that. And, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, I'm just going to go into it. Like, I mean, what am I going to do now? Like, I signed up for it. Like, I'm not going to fucking drop it. For what? So I can go sign up for something else that I don't know the fuck about? Like, I don't know what I'm doing now. Might as well learn it. So, like I said, I literally had I could always just draw.
Authentic.
My dogs came.
There it is. Authentic. I was waiting.
People came in the house. The dogs are barking.
So
shout out to Thor King.
Thor and King. So moving ahead now. So when I don't even know where to begin. There's so much that you said. So all right, let's go to Derrick the designer. So it seems like you had a theme going for what you were doing, and then it kind of branched out to more. Like, I'm just looking at stuff behind us. So it looked like you just had a theme. You're like, oh, this is how it looked. So
literally, it started with, it started only about monetary gain. That's what Derrick the designer was about. It was about monetary gain. It was about, how can I use my skills to make money in order to produce for other people. It started out as me trying to just do shit for other people instead of doing stuff for myself. So obviously it's like, I'm not popping. So I'm not going to have like people knocking down my door. Oh, yo, can you do this for me? Yo, can you do that? Like, yo, first off, I don't even have no workout to show people. Like, how am I expecting for people to come pay me if they don't even know like what I can do? Mm-hmm. So it started out literally only for monetary gain, to try to do stuff for other people. Then once you see like, oh, yo, I'm not making no money. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not even popping. Like, like you're like, all right, I mean, so what can I do next? So then that's how I started. And literally that's when I got my iPad. That's when I started producing just content, if that's what the new age is, content of like artwork, what I can do, show people different things, like this damn dog. Show people what I could do, like just started taking, just started putting my artwork on Instagram, like and it started out, when I first got it, it started out like just the learning process of how to do different things. So like the first designs was probably weak. Like the shit that I'm doing now is like much more, in depth, much more complex, and that's just through like the trial and error of just like learning, just sitting on my iPad every day and just doing different things. Like, and I might just stumble upon how to do something like, oh, if I do that, then I can put this under that. And that's kind of how like my new style started. I just like, oh shit, I can just layer all this stuff and then do that. Then if I put that there and then, oh shit, like, yo, it's literally, it just happens from me just trial and error. Like, oh, what can this happen? And I think that happens like, because I know shit not going to pop. Like, it's just, some shit going to fail, some shit going to be good. Like, but through the failures, you learn something. Like, you're going to learn something that you can use in the next one. It's just not a failed process. Like, you're just not going to throw it away. Like, oh, remember I did that? Oh, then if I put that there, like, you're going to, keep using it, So, I guess, I don't even know if that relates to the goddamn question.
No, it did. It did. Yeah. So, let's go to the business side of it. And this is something I hear from a lot of people who are like graphic designers or creatives or whatever. Even producer Mitch mentioned this. Shout out producer Mitch.
Producer Mitch.
Producer Mitch. A lot of designers and creatives always feel it's so difficult working with customers because you have customers who maybe don't want to pay or they think it's easier than what it is. Like, what is your take on just what you've seen, what you've dealt with? How can it look? And maybe just giving an explanation of how this stuff actually works that people can understand. If they're putting an order in, this is how it's working, this is how it's going down.
So first off, I'm more vulgar than I'm going to keep it more political because the shit that I want to say, it would get me in trouble. But so how I work is I don't turn people down. You know what I'm saying? I listen to whatever people got to say, but like you can tell going in to when somebody hits you up on like Instagram or send you an email, you can tell based on like how they're communicating with you if they're really serious about what they want to do or not.
Gotcha.
And one thing about me is like, yo, if you hit me up, yo, I'm here to work with you. I don't care. Like, we going to work, but like you have to be serious about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have to know that yes, I am like, trying to work with you, but also, yes, you have to pay for this. Like, you are going to pay for this service. Like, I'm not doing this for free. There are certain people that like I will work with, and if it's a great idea and you just don't have the money with it, I will work with you because I need stuff for my portfolio. So I'm not at the point where I'm turning fucking people down. Yeah. So if it's a good idea and if it's something for my portfolio as well, then yes, I will, try to accommodate you because I'm not here. Like again, I'm not here to rip nobody off. I understand how it is dealing with people in bigger corporations. I went through that, and that's why I try to learn today so I don't have to deal with those type of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can like I can tell when if people are serious or not. Like if you're not serious, I'll just stop communicating with you. Like because the one thing I hate is when people, if you come to me, at least come to me with some type of idea. You know what I'm saying? Don't just come to me blind and be like, yo, I seen your work, you dope. Just do whatever you want to this. No. Yeah. Because then I'm going to do whatever I want to this. Then if I show you this and you don't like it, then we can have like all like, no, if you tell me, like if you even have like a sliver idea, a reference photo, maybe something that you like, that you saw, that you maybe, oh, yo, I did like that. And then maybe incorporate something into that. Like just have something, come to me with some type of thought. don't just come to me blind, because that's the one thing I hate is just do whatever you want. I'm not, and I'm just going to stop responding to you because I'm not going to do whatever I want. I'm just not going to do it. Sorry, son. Like, it's not going to happen. So, like, I have people, that come to me. Like, I have friends that I do stuff for, just off the strength of, just doing it. And I don't really know. Again, I don't know where this question is going.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, different type of clients. That's how I judge it based on this. Just, how serious you are going into it. Like, is
that the most difficult part about it? Do you feel like the business side of it is the most difficult part, or do you think?
I don't think the business part about it is difficult, because like I understand that some people just aren't, art minded. I understand that. Mm-hmm. That's why I say, like, that's why I don't fault people. But, like, yo, you're just not going to tell me to do whatever I want. Like, if you came to me, you obviously had some type of idea. That's why you want it. Like, you want something to represent you. So I'm not going to create something, do something, because I'm going to do something that represents me. That don't represent you. Why would I do that? Why would I waste my time doing that? Why would I waste your time doing that? Yeah. It's just not going to work. If you want somebody to do whatever, then I'm just not the guy for you. There's a bunch of different other creative people. I'm not going to take no money out of their pocket. No fault to them. Go find another creative person, because they're going to do whatever they want. And if you like it, that's fine with you. That's, what I'm saying? That's cool. But like, that's not how I work. So I would say, I mean, I don't think it's difficult to deal with people if you just know what type of people to deal with. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, there are times when I took a risk on people, and I've been waiting, a while for my money, but I don't let it, get me, because I understand. Like, I understand, some people are just difficult to work with than other people. And you just gotta let it brush off. Like, you just gotta move forward. If you be hung up on one person, then you're just not in the right business.
Gotcha. So now that we have time to talk about it, you mentioned it before, the dog business thing. What's going on? Do you even want to talk about it?
No. That's live. We can talk about that. That's for a plug. That's an easy plug. Facelickersdogbrand.com. Facelickersdogbrand.com. FACELICKERS dogbrand.com. So how did that start? I have 2 dogs, King and Thor. King will be 5 this year in May. He's a Chihuahua Beagle. And Thor is a Chihuahua Yorkie. He will be 1 in March. He'll be 1 next month, the end of next month. So we've had King since he was 9 weeks. I basically got him when I moved here, because my mom always told me that if I wanted a dog, then I would have to have my own place, and because I couldn't keep it in her house. I don't know why, because she felt like the dog was shit everywhere and all that, and I always wanted the dog. So once I got my own place, that's the first thing I did, was got a dog. So, and that's how I got King. So King, this is about the dog brand. This isn't about them. I can go talking about my dogs all day though, but we're not going to do that because I don't have that much time. So, 2 dogs, Face Lickers. It started with dog treats. I created my own dog treats. They're using how many ingredients? 4, I want to say. I guess I can get ingredients. Anybody can make them. I mean, it's whatever. If you want to make your own treats, cool. But I'm not going to get you ingredients. That's bullshit. It's four all natural flavors. Made them at the crib. In my, can you see the kitchen? The kitchen behind me. In my kitchen. Made the treats. Like I said, the treats aren't even popping, but my dogs love them. So I keep making the treats. I branded them first. They were called King's Cookies. I created it's somewhere around here, but it would take long to go look for it out there on camera. So I created like labels. King's Cookie, I created a little logo for, put the labels up there. Packaged the cookies or whatever, sold them, gave them to a few people, try them out, sold a few packs, but like I said, my dogs love them. So then it started, the idea clicked. It was like, well, I have 2 dogs. Why not just start a dog brand, like, to see how it goes? I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, I have 2 dogs. We love our dogs. Why not create something that's based around them, create something for them to have, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the name Face Lickers, it started because obviously dogs lick face, but particularly Thor, he gets right up in your face and that's all he does is just want to sit there and lick you. So it started with that. We created a logo. Created a whole brand for it, did the little branding manual. Created a storefront, Big Cartel. It went live, I want to say 2 weeks ago. Facelickers.com. Nope, I fucked that up. Facelickersdogbrand.com because Facelickers.com was already taken. And I'm not even going to plug them, but Facelickersdogbrand.com. So, yeah, we had, our first sale, big ups. Like, y'all think, when I say I'm not popping, I am not popping. But we had our first sale, and that shit is huge because that shows that, like, again, there's how many dog brands out there? And there was at least one person that saw ours and was like, that's cool. So you can't, like, and then we just started it, and we just went live 2 weeks ago. We had awesome. One sale, and we only got 34 followers on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. That's just Face Lickers. Face Lickers on Instagram. Face Lickers. I'm looking all in the camera. Face Lickers on Instagram. But yeah, it just made sense. Like, we have dogs. I mean, why not create a dog brand for them? Create something that they can have. That's for them. Everybody loves dogs. Everybody, if you have a dog, you love your dog like it's your child. So that's like the whole basis behind it. Like, we love our dogs like this, our children. So we want to create stuff for them to use, stuff for them to play with, stuff for them, that's quality that, again, why pay somebody else if we can create this stuff? Like, it just blows my mind. Like, we can create this stuff. Why am I going to pay somebody else? So it's not even being cheap. It's just about... This is how businesses start. Like, if you have a skill, why not use the skill to start something instead of paying other people, especially when it makes sense and it's relative to your life. It was relative to our life. So it's like, oh, that's easy. It's a no-brainer.
Nice. All right. So, since we almost have to get out of here, let's just, or you just mentioned what's coming up in the future. What do you got going on? Anything you can mention that you're probably going to be working on in the next couple weeks, month, year, whatever that looks like?
So what's coming up? I don't know what's coming up. I told myself that I wouldn't do any more like group art shows. That's all I've done so far. Mind you, I've only been in the art show game for like maybe a year and a half. And that's all I've done so far is like group art shows. I told myself I wasn't going to do any more of them because it's just a lot of people and like you get lost in the crowd, especially if it's not like keen to like the environment of which you're in. Mm-hmm. So it's like you get lost. So I told myself I'm not doing any more group art shows, and I've stuck to that thus far. So unless I find my own space to do like my own solo art show, or like a one with a collaborative with another person, then yeah. But I do have some vending coming up. I want to say May 18th. At Midnight Oil Brewing Company in Delaware. I'll be there with a girl that we work with, Christina. We'll be selling t-shirts and all that. Projects. I don't know. I want to do so. I'm just all over the place again. I might have something coming up as far as an art show too. I don't know yet, but we'll see. I'm not one to like rush these things. So when it comes, it'll be good.
All right.
Trust me, it'll be good. So, but yeah, vending. I may be vending at the Pancakes and Booze Art Show. I'm not sure when that date is, but I may be vending there too. Just waiting on the email back for that. But I'll send that out whenever I get it. Projects. I do have another big project that I'm working on. The Ink and Dough project. I think that one's going to be good. I'm not going to go into details about that because we can talk long about that, but that's something in the works. Aside from that, no, just, still doing designs every day, still creating, still taking on clients, still doing business as usual. If you need something done, anything creative, like, hit me up. Anything, like literally anything, hit me up.
Throw your you plugged a lot, but throw your Instagrams in there.
Derrick the Designer. I make that. I think that's also why it's Derrick the Designer. It's so easy. It's fucking cheesy as shit. It's so cheesy. Like Derrick the Designer. Such bullshit, but it's so easy to like. It's easy. Like you're not gonna forget it.
Yeah.
You're not. Derrick the Designer. It flows off the tongue. It's easy. That's what it is. It's Derrick the Designer. Everything. Actually, on Twitter, I'm not gonna. No, I guess you can have my Twitter. My Twitter is just me talking reckless bullshit. I don't want to get in trouble for anything I see on my Twitter. So if you want my Twitter, follow my Twitter. But like, yo, I post like music lyrics sometimes. It's like just shit that I'm thinking, That's what Twitter's for. I like my Twitter, because Twitter is where I get like daily news and all that. But my Twitter is, what is my Twitter? I think my Twitter is Derrick Designer. I don't think it's is it the? I guess I could pull it up.
I can put it.
Oh, well, you can put it too. Well, I want to put the people.
Yeah, let them know right now.
I think it's just Derrick Designer. I don't know what my Twitter is.
You put any of your artwork and stuff on there?
Oh, it's just Derrick. Yeah, it's it's just Derrick Designer. Do I put any artwork up there? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Mind you, my Twitter, don't get mad at my Twitter if anything. I don't know what's up there. I really don't know what's on my Twitter. Please don't crucify me. You can't crucify me because I don't give a fuck. But who the fuck am I? Like, come on, let's be serious. But yeah, Twitter, Instagram, my Facebook is, no offense, but Facebook is for old people. So I do have Facebook, but I don't get on my Facebook, so I'm not even gonna put that out there. But plug Face Lickers. You need to go follow them. Face Lickers on Instagram. FACELICKERS on Instagram. Please go follow us. We have a few products up right now, so that's pretty hype. Actually, our website is pretty good. I will say that ourselves. I'm pretty happy with our website now. At first I wasn't, but I think I'm pretty happy with our website. We need to put more products up there, but we're working. It's growing. But other than that, yeah, just follow my Instagram. Hit me up. That's where I get most of my stuff. Instagram. Send me a DM, or if you want to email me, DerrickTheDesigner@gmail.com. Literally everything is Derrick the Designer. If you want to send me some money on PayPal, Derrick the Designer. Cash App, Derrick the Designer. Hey, if you want to hit me up, Derrick the Designer. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Derrick the Designer. Oh, actually, yeah, being called that. So thank you, Derrick Scott. Thank you, Derrick Scott, for doing this. I think people learned a lot about you today. And it was a pleasure just listening to you talk.
So I feel like we're not. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Like I said, I feel like after this, you'll probably think I'm fucking nuts. Which, that's probably a good thing. I probably am nuts, but literally, my mind is just never in one spot. Like Keith knows me. Like, yo, I'm literally just all over the place, but it's organized chaos. Like, it's organized, but I'm just always going. So that's just, now you guys have a taste of just how it is just in my brain every day. Yeah. Just always going somewhere.
Wait, before you go, what's your favorite thing that you've done? Your favorite piece that you've done so far? And then you can go to your meeting, because I'm probably making you late.
Favorite piece. I don't know. I think it's probably like this guy back here. At first, like when I did it, like it kind of took on like a mind of its own. I call him like Space Boy. I probably should have used that as my logo, but you probably would think that's my logo by how much I use it. But like, nah, it's just like a design I created. It's just, I don't know. It's just like a cool little dude that I can put on a lot of stuff. So I think that's my favorite one. But I don't know. The stuff that I'm creating now is pretty cool. The little, what would you call it? Collages, I guess it is. I don't know. That's kind of, I'm not gonna call it collage. That's weird. The stuff that I'm creating, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see the new stuff that I'm creating. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty like nostalgic. Did I say that right? Nostalgic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's pretty nostalgic. It brings me back to like my youth days. So that's why I'm doing it. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm creative. So if you need something screen printed, hell, if you need like anything, vinyl, but you need some car vinyl, you want some shit on your window done, anything you want custom, I will figure out how to get it done for you. Wedding invitations, anybody's getting married, yo, you're getting married. Look at that. He's on me on this podcast. Did I do his invitations? Hell no.
We haven't even done them yet.
Oh, what? Look at that. I might be doing some wedding invitations today. Look, wedding invitations. If you want like custom, artwork, anything, just hit me up, man. We'll get it done.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. You can find me. He put a lot of his plugs in, but you can find me on /pod on Instagram, /pod.com. Or you can follow me at K2O Jr. K2 DAO, and then Junior spelled out. Thank you again. Oh, everybody. This is the second episode, and I realize how hard this is doing it by myself. But I now have a producer. Producer Mitch, come here. Come here, Producer Mitch. This is my good buddy Mitch right here. Producer Mitch in here. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, people?
Say it into the mic.
What's up, people?
So I realized that it's kind of hard, but he didn't do much today, so we'll work on it. But he's not getting paid, so we don't have to worry about that part.
It's cool.
But thank you, everybody. Peace out. Producer Mitch. Producer Mitch.
Please, this is still rolling. Look, this is a producer that we have. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Producer Mitch.